Hey, what's up guys, Mudded HD here, and welcome to episode 3 of my journey to the top series. This is where I take York City and try and get them to the top of the Premier League. Now if you missed the previous 2 episodes, there will be a link in the description to the playlist that I will be sorting out. But anyway, into the episode, we have Mohamed Bassam. If you missed the previous episode, you will not know who he is, but he's a goalkeeper. He's 20. He's an overall of 62. He's definitely a signing we want to make. Our keeper is 50 rated. Very, very poor. Going into League 2, you need a decent goalkeeper. It is essential, in fact, that you have a decent keeper wherever you play. Whether you're Celtic, it just doesn't matter. You just need a decent goalkeeper. After trying to sign him for so long, I went in with a low wage offer, and then he came back as annoyed as anything. But I do go and sort that out. I do sort out a scout as well. He's a South African guy. He was the cheapest guy I could get. And I sent him off into England because it's going to be cheap for us. Essentially because we don't have a lot of money. £160 we started off in sterling. Absolutely abysmal amount of money to start off with. But here we have us accepting Bassam, and we do manage to get him before our first friendly here. But first we got a transfer offer for Liam Henderson, a striker that we have, 51 rated, 22 years old. I'm going to say I did reject this because I felt that he had the potential to grow into a better player, even though I might not use him because he wasn't good enough. I know I'm not making any sense right now, but I just didn't want to sell him just in case people got red carded or they got injured for a long amount of time. So as you can see, we somehow won our first friendly, and then we lost our second friendly 3-0. Not the best results for us, but then we got an offer for this guy, Jamal Field, and they offered 15 grand for him, and we managed to sell him. And then Chris Smith also got an offer on him, and I had to check if he was in the first team. He was, but I swapped him out so we could change the wage budget, and that meant we could go in for the centre back that I wanted, which was Hang Sik Ho, which is a Korean centre back. Got quite a bit of pace around the 70 mark. Very nice pace. He's going to be lining up with Clark Carlisle if we do sign him. I'm playing Clark Carlisle, and he's going to be captain as well. By far, he captained Northampton last year, and we stayed away from the relegation, which was great. But anyway, we do manage to sign Hang Sung So, I think, here. I did try and get a cheeky £500 off his wage, but he wasn't having any of it. And one thing I found out was that the squad roles do play a massive part on if a player signs for you. If you put them in as just a regular first team player, they might not accept. Especially in a team of York City, anyone that you sign that are very high rated, you need to put them as a very important player, or they will not sign. But we did manage to sign him just before this Plymouth game. You'll see there he's in the centre back position alongside Clark Carlisle, and this is our first game in the league. Excuse me. Against Plymouth Argyle. They came down from League One, I believe, and I've got to say, in my first game with a load of bronze players, they are all bronze. It was very difficult because I had played Ultimate Team beforehand, and the contrast from the two was absolutely amazingly bad. In Ultimate Team, I was using the silver team. They were alright, but to bronze, it was not the best. And we were playing Plymouth, who are a lot better side than us. Obviously, they've got more money. They have better players, but somehow we actually played well. I've got to say, we conserved ourselves, and we managed to nick a 0-0 draw, and I'm very happy with the performance as well as the result against a League One side, so that's great. I did try and get rid of our goalkeeper there, but he's retiring at the end of the year, so I couldn't get rid of him for some reason. I don't know why I can't release him from his contract, but I guess that's something, some bad ethics there, just getting rid of someone just because they're slightly old.